standout match of the first round because we just don't know what Earl's going to do.
So Darren wins the break, wins the lag rather, but nothing down on the break shot. And a shot on the one.
Yes, I mean, seen a lot of dry breaks so far this tournament, so it's not really a shock. Now Earl's got to pot this ball and travel all the way down the table. Where's the cue ball going? Oh wow, as he sat on the jaw of the pocket. Not so sure.
One thing with Earl, I don't think he's going to require even a 30-second shot clock. He plays fast.
Just lost the white a little bit there, and I think he's snookered himself on the 3.
Carl, what's up with the tape on it on Earl's left hand? He's got a few fingers there taped up.
Well, I was in the practice room about 10 minutes ago. Oh, that's a beautiful bank shot there. It's been a little bit unlucky, really, because I'm not so sure if I can cut this 4-ball in, but a very nice shot. Just going back to his fingers, I was in the practice room just then, and after every practice rack, he just kept going back over to his little corner and sticking some more tape on his fingers. I was chuckling, I was.
Well, I suppose in mid-match, when we look at the statistics, it's going to be the tail of the tape.
Oh, no. You didn't, Phil.
Relentless, Phil.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see, he had to play a safety shot, but Darren will be looking to kick this 4-ball up table and get the cue ball in between the sort of 9 and the 8-ball in that kind of line. It's a good sort of kick shot at this level. He'll like this sort of shot. Lost the cue ball a bit there, you see. He's come out. He was wishing that 4-ball up, and he's got a good 4-ball, but the cue ball did come out from where he was trying to leave it.
Both hard-bitten characters. But they only played against each other in one Moscone Cup, you know, 2013 at the Mirage.
Stato. Never let us down. He's missed it that though. He's tried to get into that, swing it round. Now this is a tester for Darren. His first real shot in this match, and he's cueing off the cushion full length. This is the type of shot as if you could knock this ball in, this really, really settles you down into the match. So it's a big shot early on. No, and he's missed it.
Although Darren is the younger player by a number of years, certainly at this point this year, Earl's in better playing shape. Earl's been playing a lot. He's been traveling a lot. He just won a tournament in Germany. Darren has had some personal issues which have meant that he just can't get on the table. He's taking care of some family issues, and he's had a hard time getting on the table and getting into tournaments at this point, getting focused.
Good shot there. I mean, them fingers was getting in his way a bit there. Bridging over.
You're one of the only guys, Carl, that I know that maybe if you don't play, you can come out of like a early retirement and just play great in a big tournament. Not many players can do that.
It doesn't feel like that when I'm at the table. I feel very edgy. I mean, I won't condone doing that, obviously, but I think it's because obviously I've had success in the sort of matchroom arena with the Moscone. Obviously, myself and Darren won the World Cup, so it's just that familiarity of the arena, probably, more than anything. I think Earl's just took a finger off there, Phil.
That is just bizarre.
Oh, no. This is the problem.
He also asked about whether he gets a timeout. Desislava Boshilova, the referee, quite correctly told him, no, you get an extension. He then argued, well, we call it a timeout. I'll tell you what, I know Desislava. He doesn't want to give her any nonsense, you know. She'll give as good as she gets.
Well, this should settle down Darren Appleton right here. Another chance at the table.
got to pop this ball down the cushion, and then the white is going to travel over the other side of the table for the 8 in the same pocket as the 7. There you go, that's pretty good. And the mistake from Earl Strickland is going to cost him this first rack.
Given the tape on Strickland's fingers, maybe Darren here, when he goes 1-0 up, should hold up one finger. In a nice way, of course. So there it is. Appleton looked like he was going to lose the opener. In the end, though, a mistake from the great man Strickland. And it's Appleton who draws first blood. You can feel the tension out there, can't you? So this is where the tape came off. And then, after a little discussion about whether he was allowed an extension or not, he missed the ball that no one could have foreseen. This is the ball in question, a very straightforward 6. That was a shocker.
I tried to ask Earl yesterday what was up with the extenders, because I've seen him wear them before, and I just couldn't get a straight answer out of him. But I do know Earl, over the years, has often pulls out various gadgets and contraptions, and sometimes I've seen him last year in New York. We saw him wearing weights around his waist to keep himself down over the ball so he wouldn't sort of jump up, and different colored glasses. And
yeah, I think you're right. I think on his left leg he has got a big ankle weight on there. I mean, at some point we might be able to get a shot of that.
Is that right? He's got an ankle weight on now.
Good break there from Darren. He's made the 1 ball in the side.
By the way,
real
folks,
open shot, and as you can see, the 3 balls tied up.
I'm just going to say, with all of this talk about the different gadgets, you are watching the Whirlpool Masters and not the Twilight Zone.
Good safety shot there from Darren. Playing a snooker as well as opening the 3 up for later on.
Oh, wow.
Good shot. Nice shot there.
Aged 56. He was born in June 1961, was Strickland. He's the oldest player in the field, but never underestimate him. You've played him in a massive Moscone Cup match over the years, more than once. It must be a unique experience coming up against a player like Strickland on such a pressurised occasion.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've played him in the Moscone. I've been lucky enough to play him in a singles match, and it was brutal. I remember just sat in my chair, and you know, every sort of shot you take or whatever, he's like saying, "You're lucky, you're this, you're that," and you know, I was lucky to beat him and sort of give it the big one right in his face. I loved it. But without doubt, he is one of, or in some people's eyes, you know, the greatest 9-ball player that's ever played the game. And obviously with his personality, you just want to watch it. I mean, the crowd's full. Even behind the crowd, there's high up seating. There's a lot of people there watching, and that's because Earl's playing. You just don't know what he's going to do. You're sort of waiting for him to blow up, and as a spectator, you kind of like that.
Yeah, I think it's easy to get into this mentality that he's a sideshow, but clearly he's been one of the all-time greats in the sport. 5 US Open titles to his credit, 3 WPA World 9-ball titles, and a whole list of other accomplishments as well.
Yeah, and I think just the way he plays the game as a player, and I know many of the other players have the same view, it's just them sort of shots and the way he spins the cue ball around, it just makes it all look very, very easy. I mean,
you're getting a look at it, a taste of it right here as he makes his way through this rack. He doesn't hesitate on anything.
And how old is he now, Phil? He's late 50s, is that
56,
right?
yeah.
I mean, that's awesome, really. And And like you say, he's 56 and he still plays lightning quick. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't hang around.
There, an indication of Strickland's brilliance. Okay, he's got his foibles, he's got his idiosyncrasies, but ultimately he is massively skillful. Darren Appleton 1, Earl Strickland 1. He's from North Carolina, the Tar Heel state in the United States, nickname the Pearl, and he's played some wonderful pool over the years. A record 3-time WPA World 9-Ball champion, as I said before, and he shares the record along with Johnny Archer for being involved in most Mosconi Cup wins. He's helped the USA win the Mosconi Cup on 9 occasions.
Yeah, that fact that right there, that he's won 3 World 9-Ball championships, no one else has done that. There you see Darren Appleton, 42, from Pontefract, England, nicknamed Dynamite. And he turned to American pool back in about 2006 and went on a tear through the sport, the likes of which nobody has ever seen in such a short period of time. And there you see that fact there that just left the screen. He was recently inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame, and that just after playing the sport of American pool for 11 years. Incredible.
Yeah, he's achieved such a lot in a short space of time, and having known Darren since the age of 15, I've never met another player who is like obsessed with pool more than him. He just loves pool. Even when he's not playing pool, he's at home watching YouTube and talking about it and everything. He just loves pool. And we got to see Earl's break there, and the 1 ball, as we said in a previous match, just before the middle pocket, comes right along into this top pocket. And he's faced with a tough, long, thin shot here. He'll take this on though, and he's overdone it, but where's the cue ball going? He'll be happy to see that going safe. Darren's a very good thinker of the game. He's the type of player that you always feel like he plays the right shot. And he's just playing a little double up into this area, trying to use the 8 or the 7 as a blocker. Very good shot, very good shot.
You'll often hear players say they don't play their opponent, they just play the table. They play what the table gives them. But Darren has a different approach to pool. He likes to study his opponent. He likes to know what his opponent's weaknesses are so he can exploit them out there on the table. I mean, that's scary.
Oh, he left that ball. I thought he'd snookered him. Good shot, though.
That was a good shot.
There you have it. Earl just gets down and makes them shots like it's over the pocket. And he's created a good opportunity for himself now. He's let the cue ball go a bit there, though. He'd have liked the cue ball a little bit closer.
Well, Phil, you won't need the shot clock here, I don't think, with Earl on the table. I mean, he's just right down on it.
Well, that's spooky, because that's exactly what I was just going to say. It's not a hindrance to him in the slightest.
I think over the years, Earl's just had a tendency to just maybe play a little bit too quick and just make the odd silly mistake where you think the rack's over.
Well, he absolutely despises slow play. I mean, like I said, I spent about 90 minutes with him yesterday at lunch, and you know, he did talked for 89 of the minutes, and he was just going on and on about how they ought to reduce the shot clock to 20 seconds and how he hates slow play. Wow.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't hate the way he's run those last couple of racks. Very, very impressive indeed. We're seeing vintage Earl Strickland so far, and right now he leads Darren Appleton by 2 racks to 1.
Thank you. Rack 4. Earl Strickland to break, leading by 2 racks to 1.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Mansion Bet Whirlpool Masters of 2018. This was the standout first round contest when we saw the draw, and so far it's lived up to expectations. Strickland will be very pleased with the way things are going thus far.
Off comes the tape.
Finger.
Well,
I think we'll
yeah,
say
one
finger.
finger. One finger came off.
Off comes the third finger.
Wow, what a break shot this is.
Look at this. How many balls he made there?
Oh, and he's going to have a shot on the 2. The next
balls.
ball's the 4, so, wow. Just don't even bother with the shot clock here.
Three balls. I think that's the most we've seen on the break so far. And these are just sat pretty. I think he might run these balls out in less than the shot clock.
Then one shot clock, yeah. Look about a minute here.
Just the easy use of check side there. Second nature. Just got down and played the shot as though it was the most straightforward thing imaginable.
Yeah, there you see it, the old 9-ball player, leave that big angle. So he's going to screw this in off 2 cushions. Well, there you go.
Wow. Now quickly, I think that rack took about a minute and 5 seconds. He's up 3-1 now. Winner breaks here. It's just a race to 8. So the great Earl Strickland piling on the pressure to Darren Appleton. Darren's going to have to step it up. Let's take a look at that break again.
Well, it was thunderous and totally effective. 3 balls in, but more importantly, dropped nicely on the 2, and the rest of them were sitting pretty. The expression on Darren Appleton's face speaking volumes at the moment, and he realises that if Strickland's sorted out the break, he's got issues.
Thank
Oh
you,
yeah, it's a good solid
Earl
hit,
Strickland to
but
break,
the main thing
leading
there
by
is he
3
was
racks
left
to 1.
with such a good layout. And when you sat in your chair, like Darren now, you're just praying that when he breaks, the balls go a bit scrappy, or you've got a tricky first shot. And as you see,
This
dry
time
break.
nothing, yeah. And a open shot on the 1 ball for Darren.
Now the key shot here is to make sure you try and get down for the 2 with a good angle so you can get back up for the 3. Oh, that's a bit of a shocker. He's got too much into that, and he's left the cue ball really close to the cushion. So now I think he might have to jack down on this ball and really try and fire it in.
Wow, where's the value of potting this 2?
No, I don't think he's got that much angle. I think he might have to top this ball in, come off 2 cushions and just back out
Extension code.
into the middle.
Big shot here.
Yeah, he's just going to pot this ball and come back out into the middle of the table. Oh, he's missed that by a lot. This is the problem. When you're not confident, you've not been playing, you don't fancy that type of shot. It's such a brutal type of shot. You've got to cue that ball so good. And as you can see, he's like, he's nowhere near his work there.
So let's see if Earl can negotiate this tough cut shot on the blue 2. And if he does, he might be looking at an open table. Oh, wow. What a shot.
He's just a brilliant pocketer of the ball, is Earl. I mean, he's 56. He just got down and knocked that in like it was a gimme.
And also the fact that he potted it direct and didn't knock a 3 away from the pocket made a big difference as well.
Yeah.
He's looking really good.
When he is on, he is electrifying.
we talked about his speed a lot. It was interesting that when he won the 1997 World Masters, and that's why he's here as a former winner, en route to capturing that title, he overcame the likes of Steve Davis. He beat Tommy Donlan in the final, but he also beat Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Wow. He played a bad shot there on the 6th though. That's the problem. When you play super quick, you tend to like play a shot and land the wrong side. And he's on the cushion. You're going to see him. Yeah, he doesn't have to jack up there. He's got a good angle there. I thought he had to just cue down a bit to create the angle, but he's fine there. So I mean, when you play a bit too quick and you don't quite look at it where you want to be, you always leave yourself a bit of a shot to pull out. And this is not a gimme. It's for Earl Strickland though.
Well, thus far it has been, living up to his nickname, a pearl of a performance. Earl Strickland 4-1 ahead, playing some lovely stuff, and now he's halfway to the winning line.
And it was this miss right here. Well, when Darren Appleton's in top form, you would expect him to get that, but of course he had to get back for that red 3. A lot of calculations in that one, and then this was a great cut shot here. Look at this. Feathers it in and gets position on the red 3, and from there it was off to the races and a 4-1 lead.
I often wonder, you know, over those 56 years of his, how many racks of pool he's played.
Oh,
it's millions.
God. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even
Thank
like to
you.
hazard a guess.
Rack 6.
He was telling me
Earl
today
Strickland
that
to
he still
break,
plays 8 hours a
leading by
day.
4 racks to 1.
And he's made another ball there, and the one ball looks like it's going to come and sit okay, is it? Yeah, I think he can just snick this ball in. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, it's a dry break. I thought a ball went in. I must be hearing things. I was convinced I heard a ball drop in then.
Well, now Darren Appleton, he needs to make something happen here.
Yeah, he's got to.
He has not really been fully in this match so far.
Yeah, and it's crucial you don't give any more easy racks up, but this is a good chance really. This is the shot now. Oh, where's the cue ball going? Oh no. That's a poor shot. He didn't really get into that. And it was a pretty open table if he could have got on the 2 ball there. And now he's in all kinds of trouble here. And he's going to just play off here and try and kick this ball like that. It's a great kick shot. He doesn't want this in though. He doesn't want it in because I think he was snookered.
Sorry? Yeah.
Earl's asking if he can use a jump cue.
Yeah, Earl comes from that school where he doesn't like jump cues. He thinks it's a cheap trick, you know, a gimmick in the sport because, you know, Earl likes the beauty of the game where if you're snookered, you should have to use a
Extension
full
code.
cue to get out of it.
Well, let me tell you, he's got the jump stick in his hand,
Yeah.
so he's not that bothered.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Well,
Foul shot.
he really rushed that shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Ball in
at
hand.
this level, Ted, I mean, most of the players would make that jump shot. And like you said, maybe because he's against the jump cue, maybe that's why he's not very good with it, because that was relatively easy, to be honest.
Well, with a shot clock, why is the jump cue not already put together? Why did he have to
Good
go
call.
into his case and waste seconds putting it all together?
Great call.
Okay, he didn't know the rule, but basically he should have known the rule.
Yeah.
As I said, Earl tries to avoid using the jump cue at all costs. He just doesn't like it. He's a bit like, that's like how Efren Reyes is. I don't think I've ever seen Efren Reyes use a jump cue.
That's a little bit like a golfer not being a fan of a sand wedge.
Yeah.
Needs must.
Yeah, wants to get out of every trap with a pitching wedge, you know, like they did back in 1940 or something.
You're the golf expert, aren't you, Ted?
Played a bit in my day. So will that be a turning point? Appleton with ball in hand. Now clearing the colors off the table. And right, just at the right time, back in the match.
And this easy 9 ball for 4-2 with the break. There it is.
Yes, it was a much needed clearance from Darren Appleton, in danger of becoming detached at one point. Strickland not happy. And so far, he's well on the way. Mind you, Darren Appleton did win rack number 6, and he's breaking off in the 7th.
There we see the Appleton break off. Looks like it's going to be dry, and bad news is it looks like he's got a shot on the 1. The only saving grace is the cue ball is pretty close, and I don't think he can reach it, but he does use a very long cue, put it that way. It's about 64 inches, but he's going down the back.
Wow, look at this.
A bit of a trick shot. You've got to be careful you don't hit the cue ball. Oh, he's played a good shot there.
Well, of course, the snooker player who has patented that particular shot is Mark Williams. But he played it so quickly, that was remarkable.
Carl, what do you suppose the extenders or the tape is doing? Does it give him a little higher bridge or something? Or?
I don't know, because I honestly don't know. I don't know whether it's because it feels solid on the table, so there's no movement, but I do know he's got a doctor's note for them fingers. That is no joke. And on the doctor's note, apparently it says he plays that much pool, the table gives him blisters. That's no joke, I'm telling you, that's what he's told me. And he was actually going to come out and wear big brown Timberland boots. They look like moon boots. But apparently he's decided to wear these black ones, but he's got a doctor's note for the boots too.
Well, he was telling me yesterday that if he could wear headphones, he'd wear them, because in the exhibition match he played lately with the great Mike Siegel, you know, Siegel's known as a talker, and he couldn't listen to him, so he went out and got some headphones and put them on static and listened to static for the entire tournament and beat him.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about fingers, and I'll tell you what, he's got as many racks on the board now as he's got digits on his left hand. 5-2 up, and I'll tell you what, when he's winning these racks, he is winning them smoothly and with an unbelievable flow.
Brilliant.
And this is the behind the back shot.
And let's not forget, not only does he make it, look at the position he gives himself.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy shot. When you're so close to your work, it's easy to double hit. Another look at it there. Look, so easy to double hit the white there, and he just drew the ball right back, perfect.
So there's the behind the back shot, but in this match he's only been behind on the scoreboard on one occasion. Appleton won the first rack. Since then, he has been definitely the inferior of the two.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a bit unlucky. I mean, he's left a couple of breaks where Earl's had, you know, nice run-outs, if you like. He's broke dry and they've not really gone tied up. But he's just got to hang in there. He knows better than he's a very good grinder on the table, is Darren. He knows to be patient and how to apply the pressure back over. But we're getting to crucial racks of the match now. And let's have another look at Earl's break. He's doing pretty good, and I mean, he's making balls.
Well, this could be good.
This looks set up really good for him. Yep. Look at this.
Wow. Don't forget, the winner of this match plays Shane Van Boening. So right now, Earl looking very good. We could have a sensational All-American quarterfinal.
No, he's got to play a nice little shot here just to get on the 2. And this looks perfect. What he might play Because I don't think the 4 goes. He's just having a look now. I can't see Earl playing a plan. A lot of people back home think, oh, will he play the 4 onto 9? But I don't see that. And I mean, it does look pretty easy from that view, the overhead. I think he might pot this and just try and come into the gap and flick the 9 ball. There you see, just flick that 9. He's got jacked up though. Could see what he was trying to do there.
He's not happy with that.
No.
But again, he won't waste too much time.
Great view of the fingers there.
Oh, just barely.
It's rattled, and the pace, the spin on the balls just helped it drop. And now we've got to see something a bit special here.
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised that went in at that pace, and considering how far down the cushion it made contact with the cushion.
Yeah, I think with this table, the shelf is quite shallow, so if it was a bit further back into the pocket, that ball would have definitely stayed up.
Extension code.
What word you want me to use?
Earl thinks it should be called a timeout.
I think he's playing a bank shot here, is he? What's he done here?
Good.
Oh, he's saying he had a skid there. I don't know what he's done there. But he's been a little bit fortunate, to be honest. Yeah, I think it might have skidded. Because now Darren, bridging over the 9, trying to pop this 5 ball when you've missed a couple of long shots and you've not really had a lot of table time. This is a brutal shot.
Extension code.
It really is a brutal shot, this. And it's a big shot and all. This is the biggest shot of the match so far. Oh, delightful shot. That's going to give him so much confidence.
Didn't seem comfortable at all on the initial bridge. Then he took his extension, calmed himself down, settled on the shot, and that was, as Carl said, potentially vital.
That's kept him in the match, that. I mean, that could be a big, big swing right there. Because Earl should have run them balls out, really. And this...
Could Earl have gone for that 5 ball on the side? It was a sharp cut, but...
I think he should have played an attacking shot there, even if he'd have played the bank shot and tried to screw off 2 cushions back round. I mean, he's a very attacking player, and I don't know, maybe the shot clock, he does play very quick, but I think the shot clock just was a bit too quick from there, and he didn't make his mind up.
So here you see the choice to go safe, which left that shot open. Very difficult, though, with the bridging over the 9 ball. Look at this. Perfection.
Yeah, right in the heart of the pocket as well. That's going to give him a lot of confidence.
Thank you. Rack 9. Darren Appleton to break, trailing with 3 racks to 5.
So Darren Appleton with a really good chance to get back into this match. Needs the ball down.
Another good break. Is the 1 ball going in? The 2 ball? Nope. But he's no shot. I don't think he can pop this 1 ball. He's just walking around to see where that 1 ball actually is. Because if it's touching the cushion and he can only hit full ball. Oh, he's in a tricky spot here. He really is. He might even have to play a push shot. That's what it's looking like, yeah. So he clearly can't pot that ball. And he's opened them up. I'm very surprised he's opened them up, to be honest. That was like a bit of an insurance policy, you know, where because the 3 was tied up. Darren's had a quick look, said not for me.
Yep.
There you go.
Handed it back. That's the option on the push out.
So he's trying to kick this aside rail, but I don't know where the one goes. It's a pretty good shot, to be fair. He's done well to get the one out. I thought the one might have rattled a bit more, but he did get it out. It was actually a better shot than it looked like.
Don't think this is an American word, but he's a chunterer, isn't he?
Yeah,
Chunters away all the time.
Yeah, Darren's in a spot of bother here. I mean, you can see the edge of the one, but
Extension
doesn't really
code.
look like he's got much going on with it. You can see he's just looking down the line of the shot there. I think he's actually kicking at this ball. I think he's trying to come off the bottom cushion and hit the right side of the one ball. Yeah, he just hit it a bit full. This is a big frame now.
Yeah, it really is. Be a big confidence booster also for Darren if he can win this safety battle.
And he's played a poor one. He's left a shot here. Tried to get the cue ball in behind the brown 7.
Well, Earl puts his cue away. So he senses he might be sitting down for a minute. Oh, nicely done.
I think that's not in the best position he would have wished for. Can he cut this ball back? Yeah, he's going to try and cut this ball in 2 rails and play the 3. Yeah, that was easily done actually. It's difficult when you're sat in the box to sometimes see the correct angle.
Does he have to develop the 5 ball there, or does that go? Looks like it goes in the corner.
I think it goes, yeah. I think it goes in the top left pocket. This is a big rack now. This is to pull it within 1. I think he's going to have to play the 5 in the side now. He elected to bump into the 6 there. Just going to top this 4 ball through. Like so. Good shot. That's really good. That's lovely. He's looking pretty good in this rack now. This is the key shot. There it is.
Appleton's renowned tenacity coming to the fore here.
Exactly. You sense that right now he is finally finding his stroke. It's taken a while. He hasn't had a lot of tournament time this year so far.
The thing is with Darren is he knows the importance of certain racks in the match, and he knows when to just step back, just give it that little bit more time. I know it might not be as exciting to watch as Earl running around the table, but it's about making no mistakes at crucial points. Oh wow.
Like
What's
that.
happened there?
Wow.
I can't believe that.
Shocking.
He's cued right across that, and I don't know if Earl can cut this ball in. What he's done there is cued right across the cue ball and put some side on it and sent it into the rail. Now, can he cut this ball in, or does he have to play the bank shot? He's playing the bank. Oh, and he's made it. Brilliant shot there. And he's played that bank shot with screw back, so if you miss it, the spins the 8 in. What a mistake that is, though.
I can't believe that anyone in this field would miss that 8 ball, let alone Darren Appleton when he got ahead of...
Quarterfinals here at the World Pool Masters to play Shane Van Boning, who had a terrific performance earlier against Darryl Peach.
Yeah, and Shane is sat in the crowd watching this match.
One ball down and a cut shot. We've seen Earl make this shot before, earlier in the match, on the
Yes,
2-ball.
You're right, Ted, and this rack is dependent on this shot and possibly 4 to the 5 if he gets this ball. And there you see it again. Brilliant at that shot, I must say, Earl. Now he's just making sure he gives himself the right angle, because he's not got much of a gap there. As you can see, he's got to try and get in between the 9 and the 7. So now, as you can see, he's going to play 2 cushions here, I believe. This is all about pace. Pace is everything here, just to land in that gap. There you see, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I think he's just got there. Pace was everything there. After potting this orange 5, natural angle will just take you up table. Oh, wow! Earl Strickland.
Well, he hasn't left anything easy for Darren Appleton.
As he walked away from the table, the butt of the cue was driven into the floor in abject disgust.
Pretty good safety shot there from Darren. Trying to use the 9-ball to hold the 5 up and get distance. And this is turning into another big frame now as well. I think he's left this, you know. And the cue goes again.
Not good at disguising his emotions. I think that's an understatement.
Nope.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think he's going to play off the bottom cushion on my lines and try and hit this 6-ball, so the 6-ball goes up the cushion and the white jams on the 7. Maybe you can see this. I didn't think he could see the edge. No, I think this is the correct shot. Bottom cushion. Just try and bump the 6 up and get the snooker behind the 7. Has he got it? I don't know. Has he left the shot? I don't think he has, because I think Earl would have got down and smashed it in by now. So it's a pretty good shot from Darren there. Yeah, he's definitely got him there. Earl might have to go off the cushion. He's just looking to see if he's got an extension.
Extension coach.
He said timeout again. He refuses to say the word extension.
Yeah.
But you see, it's not a timeout, because a timeout, when there's a shot clock involved, is actually an unlimited amount of time.
He needs this ball to hold up, and it's not gonna. I think he's left it.
So
he has.
There we go. Another chance for Darren Appleton to get back in the match, and this time he cannot let it slip away. Barely.
That barely went in. Went off the both jaws. And now, I think he's landed a little bit funny. He's putting the extension on the cue. He's playing around with the little extension. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's perfect. Just play a little screw back now on the black. Right back down for the 9. There you go. It's a big frame to steal, that one.
I will give Darren Appleton credit, and this is what you would expect from a player like him. He is battling.
Earl will be kicking himself, though. He played a good rack, and he got on the 5-ball, and if he makes the 5, he's won the rack, and he's 7-3 up. and you don't see him losing from there. All of a sudden, it's 6-4. And if Darren can break and run now, 6-5, it's anybody's match. And you can see, look, Early's fuming with himself there.
There are 1,000 descriptive words to talk about Earl Strickland, but the one that you can't use is impassive. He's the opposite of that.
Well, he's obsessed with this game. It's his entire life. That's all he ever talks about. And you can see it right there, just totally focused on this game.
Thank you. Rack 11. Darren Appleton to break, trailing with 4 racks to 6.
And he's not had much success off the break yet. He needs to make a ball.
He's got it.
Ball. And the cue ball, he's not in. And he's made 3 balls on the break. And he does have a shot, but it's into the pocket where he missed the 2 ball early on in the match. And the cue ball is on the cushion. I'm not sure if he can pop this and run through. Has he got too much angle?
Yes, it's a magical combination of numbers in snooker. It's 1-4-7 he's knocked in.
How have you spotted that one? That's brilliant. That's tremendous.
What a tough shot here.
Nope. He's just not knocking them crunch balls in, is he? The only saving grace is I think Earl's got quite a big angle on this, and he's obviously bridging over the 3, so the 3 ball's hampering him. I don't think he can pop this and hold.
Extension code.
He said the word extension. That's the magic word.
Now, is he going to try and cut this ball in? Is he playing safe? He's playing... Oh, he's having a shocker.
Foul
He's
shot.
played the bank shot in the
Ball in
side,
hand.
and he's hit that so bad.
I'll tell you, you could make the case right now that Earl's falling apart.
Yeah, I think we've got a new favourite in this match. So if Darren takes these balls out now, I think there's a new favourite in the match, which is unbelievable from when Darren missed that 8 ball. You just wouldn't think this would have happened. What has he played here?
Whoa, look out.
Darren, that is one of the worst shots I've ever seen you play. All he's got to do is get down on the bottom cushion with ball in hand, and he's out.
Any match involving Earl Strickland is great viewing. Any match involving Darren Appleton, the same. But what's so intriguing about this one, some of the mistakes you cannot believe.
And he can't even go off the side cushion, you know, to even have a
Extension
chance
code.
of potting the 3. That's the problem with this shot now. He's in all kinds. I'm just wondering if he goes, can he go 3 cushions? He's going to go sort of that way.
And he can
Oh, he's made it. Brilliant. This is it. It's all happening.
Fantastic effort from Darren Appleton. What a grinder he is today.
Earl's having a chuckle to himself there.
This is...
I mean, that's unreal. But it's not over yet. He's got a brutal shot here.
Oh, wow.
He's made it. That's another good shot there, though. Wow, what a rack this has been.
And what a mixture of brilliance and blunders.
Yeah, the highs and lows. But right now, I fancy Appleton. I think that he is more in this match. I mean, Earl just seems to have fallen apart here.
Yeah, I think that could be a sign. When you play a bad shot and you snooker yourself and you kick 2 rails and it goes in, you run out. That was special.
Well, it's going to be exciting going down the stretch here. Race to 8. Appleton now with a chance to tie. Look at this. A scratch from Earl Strickland. And then look at this. 2-rail kick shot. Pots the 3. Pots the 5. Runs it out. 6-5. Now a chance to tie.
Yes, and if you're just joining us,
Thank you. Rack 12. Darren Appleton to break, trailing with 5 racks to 6.
even though Appleton's right back in this, at one point at his lowest ebbs, he was 4-1 and 5-2 down.
He's got the one ball down.
Again. Good break. And he's got a shot, you know.
These long cut shots on the 2 have not been his favorite shots, though, today.
No, and it's sort of the shot of the rack, really, where the balls are spread out. He knows if he pots this ball, he will fancy running the table. It's all about this shot, and it's another big frame, because Earl's just one away from getting on the hill. Good shot. Good shot. I think he's got to draw this ball right back now, full length. And he's just got to make sure he doesn't go near that middle pocket. Oh, he was nowhere near it. Is it this like a treat? Look at this. Got into that beautiful.
You think that's a sign that he's really feeling it now?
Yeah.
Loose, confident.
I just think when Earl missed that 5 ball to get on the hill, it gave him a bit of a G-up. But when Darren snooked himself, I mean, he made a great hit to get out of the snooker, but there was an element of luck in that shot. And I think that was the big turning point, because it could have, you know, still, Earl could have been 7-4 up, if you like, but instead it was 6-5. It was a crucial point. You can see Earl is fuming here. He's ready to blow, I'm telling you.
Well, whatever happens, we're already guaranteed the closest match of the tournament so far. And this could go hill-hill quite easily.
Great stuff here from Darren Appleton. Where several times, about 30-40 minutes ago, he looked like he was completely out of it. Not just in the score line, but mentally didn't even want to be here, it seemed like. But he is the ultimate grinder, isn't he?
6-6, who would have thought it?
So we started out as the best of 15 racks, a race to 8. Now it's down to the best of 3. It all distills down to 3 highly pressurised racks of pool. And there's no doubt the man with the momentum, it is that man, Darren Appleton. So this is the break, and it was a cruncher. Struck that one so sweetly. And then all the hard work was done, and just a pretty elementary 9 ball across the top cushion. And with that, Darren Appleton is back on level terms. It is 6-6. This after being 4-1,
to break, 6 racks each.
5-2, and 6-3 behind.
And he's made a ball. And he's got a shot, has it? Where's the 2 ball going? Is he going to stop for a plant? I'm not so sure.
Looked like the last second, the 2 came in to spoil the party.
Good old 9 ball. I don't think he can play. If he can play the plant, he's got to hit the very extreme edge of the 1 ball. Yeah, I think he might have half a chance here, you know. The good thing with this shot is if he makes this plant, the cue ball's going to come round So he should be on the 1, as long as the 1 ball doesn't go near the 7 and tie up. And there you see, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. And, you know, I think the 4 passes the 5, so he's got a good chance here, you know, to get on the hill. Who would have thought he'd be on the hill before Strickland?
Incredible.
But this is the makeup of the man and why he was such a stalwart in 7 consecutive winning Mosconi Cup teams. Solid, dependable.
Yeah, he's just having a look at the 6. That's the big ball in this rack now. That is perfect. Just got to make sure you avoid the middle. Sometimes you can hit the middle pointer. It's got a nice angle. There you see it.
He must be just burning with confidence right now after being down 5-2, then it was 5-3, 6-3, and Earl looked like he was about to go on the hill. And now it looks like Appleton will be on the hill with this 9. There it is. Amazing turnaround. What a fight back from Dynamite Darren Appleton.
Yeah, transformation indeed. For the first time, Strickland impassive. He realises that he could well have missed the boat here because, let's face it, he wasn't just in front, he was in front and playing the far superior pool, and then it all just changed around. A couple of key mistakes, a couple of little bits of fortune for Appleton, and the match now seems to be slipping away from the Pearl.
Darren Appleton has to be feeling very good because, again, he hasn't had much playing time this year. Tournament play. But this is classic Appleton, grinding it out. The bulldog mentality, just never say die. Always looking for that that angle, that chance to get back in the match.
And, you know, I think it would be unfair to call Darren Appleton a tortoise, but, you know, the old Aesop fable, the tortoise and the hare, I think that applies to this match. The hare went off,
right,
playing fantastically, looked like he was going to reach the line.
Rack 14.
Quite
Darren
comfortably,
Appleton to
but then he
break,
went to
leading with
sleep.
7 racks to 6.
It's a good point, Phil.
He will love a ball on this break and an easy layout. And he's made a ball, but don't... Oh, he has got a shot, you know. He has got a shot. It's just peeked out so he can make it. But he's got to try and pop this ball and come all the way down and find a little gap. Anywhere around this circle, he would love to land around there. He's got to pop this ball and come all the way down and try and land in this gap, roughly around that circle.
Oh, I think he did it.
I think he's got there, you know. Needs to hold up a bit. He'll be happy with that.
Certainly will.
I think he can pop this ball now and just use the 9 as a bit of a stopper for the cue ball. I think he's good here. This is the key shot now. If this goes right, he's won the match.
Oh no.
Is he on it? I think he's on it. I don't know.
Hard to tell from that angle.
He's definitely on it because he would be fuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on it. needs to travel. Oh, he's landed the wrong side. He needed another 2 balls up. Another 2 balls further up the table and this match was over. I don't know if he can draw this ball in and come right back with side now. I think he is. I think he's got to screw this ball back with side. There you see. And another nudge. He's dicing with a 9 ball.
Ooh.
I think that's good though, you know.
This is nervy.
I think that's all she wrote, fellas. This is the shot now. Pop this ball. The angle's going to go right up table for the 8. And from 6-3 down, these last 2 balls for the victory.
Well, he's going to be feeling pretty good about this victory, having clawed his way back in, but he's going to have to up his game even more against Shane Van Boening, who played brilliantly earlier.
Darren Appleton.
It was, though, the mark of the man, Darren Appleton. What a pool fighter. We've seen it on so many occasions, particularly in a team environment when he's representing Europe. And now, as an individual, great comeback to deny Earl the Pearl Strickland. He was 6.